Hey, what's up guys? This is Nightwing2303 from WearTesters.com. Today we have a performance review on the Ektio Alexio. This is their brand new model and their third generation of this tech. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right guys, so this is the outsole here. Not much has changed since their first and second gen models, and this is their third rendition of the shoe. Still has great herringbone traction. This time they've kind of segmented it so it's a little bit more flexible, and then they've also positioned it in ways to where it's multi-directional. So you can see that there's lateral coverage and then there's also linear coverage. This stuff worked great indoors, outdoors, really didn't matter. If there is any dust, you just wipe away real quick and then you're good to go. And this is the best way to do traction if you're not going to go the storytelling route. There are other ways, like the 29s, the 28s, the Kobe's, the Kobe 9 specifically, where you can get away with a storytelling traction as long as you have a nice rubber compound. But this is just the way to go, if you're not trying to impress anything with storytelling. This is just that real clean, basic way to do stuff. As far as cushion goes, they have an Ortholite insole here for some stepping comfort, and then the rest of it is just a pretty dense foam. It's not quite as nice, in my opinion, as their second model. It wasn't uncomfortable for long periods of time on the court. I was still able to play in these for my normal, pickup game hours, which is usually between 2 to 3 hours at a time. The only time when I did notice that the cushion here was a little bit lacking was when I did a hop step. I typically don't even do hop steps when I normally play, but this time I did, and as soon as I hit the ground with both heels, that pain just shot straight up my legs and into my lower back. So if you're a player that's typically grounded, maybe you do a lot of post moves and things like that that don't involve something like a hop step, then this would definitely be a good option. But if you want a little bit more cushion, insoles are always available. As I showed you earlier, the insole is completely removable, so that would always be a good option. So materials on these guys is basically a fuse upper, and this one is a little bit stronger than their second gen model. Definitely better than their first gen, and it fits a lot nicer as well. Fitting true to size. Overall, they do fit a little bit short, so if you wanted to go up half a size, that would be recommended, especially if you are wide-footed. And then lockdown on these guys is just perfect. No complaints at all. The lacing system is great, and then you have the dual system strap that's going to keep you covered and locked into the back of the shoe, and this is mostly where your support is going to be coming from, other than the overall fit, in addition to these bumpers. Ventilation is decent. You have a nice airy tongue, but there is 2 of them inside. So, airflow is slightly restricted there, along with the side panels, but it's enough airflow to get you covered throughout a game. No complaints really, didn't get any blisters or anything like that. So if you're not too big on ventilation, then I wouldn't worry about it. The overall support, like I said earlier, mostly coming from that fit, and the fit is really nice, secure, one-to-one with your foot. So, it's going to cover you on that end. And then you also have their dual strap setup. Probably the best support around, in my opinion, along with these bumpers, which they have streamlined quite a bit, so they don't stick out too much. Sorry if there's a glare, but you can see right there. So if you're landing on someone's foot and whatnot, you're not going to teeter over as easily as you would in a standard shoe. So basically 2 gigantic outriggers. And that moves on to the bottom of the shoe, where you have a nice flat stable base, plenty of support there, and then you also have a TPU torsional plate for torsional support. So overall, I think that these things just have the best support in pretty much any shoe that you can find on the market. All right guys, that pretty much takes care of everything. Overall, solid shoe, just like the previous 2. This one has probably the best fit and containment out of the 3. Traction is still pretty much the same as all 3 models, and then they've slimmed down their little bumpers here, so it's not quite as bulky as the past 2 renditions. Still takes a little bit of time to get those straps on. Once you get used to it, you're pretty much good to go. Overall, I think that this is a good shoe. Definitely looks funny. It's not for everybody, but if you have ankle issues, this is one of those shoes where you need to just stop playing around and just grab this thing, because this is more of a tool than just like a functioning on-court piece. So this will take care of your ankles, no problem. If you're interested in these guys, they got 2 colorways available now, more colorways to follow. Link is going to be in the description box below. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all your support, and until next time guys, have a good one.